on the first 5 or 10 minutes. Do you think offense got us this lead or defense got us this lead?
Wholeheartedly defense. That was our emphasis coming into this game. So we locked in on that. That was our emphasis in practice yesterday, and I think we did a good job holding that down.
This was a team that presses and runs. How'd you think you did against the press? Obviously, they couldn't use it a great deal because they didn't score much.
Yeah, most definitely. We did pretty good in the first half. Second half, we got a little loose with the ball, myself included. But overall, I think we handled it pretty well.
And 10 games in, which is roughly a third, what's your review of the Spiders at this point?
Man, we're a tough, resilient team when we play a certain way. I think that we got a chance to be really, really good. I think that we're really good right now. But we have another level to us. And when we play defense like that, man, we're pretty tough to beat because we can score the ball.
What is the other level? What does it include that we haven't seen consistently yet?
Well, just consistently getting stops, consistently pushing the ball in transition, and I think in transition our best offense. So when we get defensive stops and we're able to run in transition and make plays, nail get in transition, that's our best offense.
Could you look forward to Clemson, which is, I believe, your last Power 5 challenge?
Yeah.
As you do that, and then you do Bucknell and Coppin before league play begins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to Clemson most big time. I got a lot of people that way in South Carolina, so I'll be looking forward to that one.
Now that you've had 2 great starts in a row, have you kind of set a template for how it's done and how we need to start?
Most definitely, man. I think our first couple of home games, we came out to a really slow start. All we needed is one good game to, get us going. Our last game, we came out firing against Drake. This game, we came out firing, so now I think we got it going, and we got the template for sure.
Say, really tremendous start. I thought we were just, so good defensively in every way. Aggressive on the scouting report, alert, helping one another, great help defense. And set the tone for a nice win. Fairleigh Dickinson has had success so far this year, and a sign of the times, a new coach, but an old team. And you can kind of, bring those guys in. He brought them with him, actually, in this case, and they've looked very good on tape. So I was really proud of our effort and looking forward to Saturday.
Hey, Chris, you're 10 games in now, roughly a third through the season. What do you think? I mean, there have been times where Richmond's looked really good and times where you struggled.
Yeah, I feel like I hope we're trending in the right direction. As much time as we have with the guys, even newer guys, you have the summer and the fall. You have to play games, and at Richmond we're going to play a good schedule, and so you're playing games, against good teams at good venues. And so it's not necessarily always going to be the bottom line of the record, although that's the most important part. But I do feel like we're trending in the right direction. Tonight was really important for us not to turn the ball over because they're a pressing team. Even though we wound up with 14, I think we only had 4 at the break. That's a really good sign, a good step. I feel like Neal's been much more aggressive here. I think Isaiah Bigelow has shown what he can do. I thought he played his best first half, and what he can do and what kind of a player he is to have the luxury of bringing off the bench. Jason Nelson is continuing to improve and play and find his way. So I think there are a lot of positive signs. I think our defense, I feel like, 10 games in now, I'm not a big stat guy, but I would think statistically it's very good. And the feel of it's very good. I feel like we've controlled, our best defensive teams, say like 2010, 2020, it felt like we controlled the game to a certain degree on defense, and 10-11, I would say, and 2020. And like the Temple game felt like that we were in somewhat control of the game. Tonight did, Drake did, parts of the William and Mary game did. So I really feel like defensively we can still improve and get better, but I feel like we have a chance to be maybe great defensively. And then from what I see in practice, we move the ball really nicely. You know, we have good players who have good understanding. You know, there's size, there's some speed, but really the ball moves very nicely. And I think that's the part where we're not as close offensively yet as I think we will be.